starting from.
Is it new?
I mean, like it's not an old.
It's another podcast.
It's your boy.
There's new people.
Well, I don't know if it's another podcast either. It's just like a new episode.
It's new.
Part
Here
of
we are.
All right.
We're back.
Okay, Mr. Semantics.
Wait, I
Dude,
don't know.
Lucas, this is 2018. You gotta calm down with that.
Going from left to right, my left.
There's no video portion.
People don't know what order that is.
Hello, it's me. I'm Lucas.
He's
I'm
on the
on the
left.
podcast now.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Hey,
Here he is.
Good to
welcome,
meet
Lucas.
you.
I am also new on the podcast. My name is Charles.
Welcome, Charles.
Thank you.
Charles.
Thank you so much.
It's your boy Monty. Cockroaches that fly scare me.
They're not great. I'm not a fan.
I'm Bob with a hard B.
Heard that guy's annoying. Shout out to that one listener.
Damn.
We got you.
Dude.
I wasn't gonna bring it up,
Damn,
and
son.
I won't.
Cut that out.
No.
You give me a lot of heartburn, Charles.
Leave all this in.
Why would
I'm
you cut that
Robert.
Yo,
Poop on my butt, I guess.
I'm here. We're all here now.
Oh, it's live.
Yeah,
It's lit.
we're doing it live.
There's 5 of us.
Monty, what was that thing we were talking about walking to the gas station that you wanted to talk about on the podcast?
Euthanasia.
Oh.
Total annihilation!
Complete global saturation.
No,
I'm glad we're starting off light.
It was something.
What
it was
about the
something with the
euthanasia
names.
do you want to talk about?
no, I don't want to talk about
Please,
euthanasia. Fuck
the Megadeth album. It's not that great. Next topic.
that. Things you're excited about from E3 that are not Super Smash Bros.
Shadows of Tsukioki.
Yes,
Shadows of Fujiyama.
that's the one.
Whatever.
That's gonna get worse every time.
I just need more. Shadows of Hiroshima.
No FF7 remake.
I'm excited for that. That was exciting.
Yeah.
You excited that it wasn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did Square even have a conference? It was trailers of things we already knew were happening.
Kingdom
Nothing.
Hearts 3.
That's
Everybody,
it.
We've seen the
don't
trailer
forget.
before.
Don't forget
No,
about Kingdom Hearts
They showed
3.
you stuff.
Square Enix did have one thing that was interesting, which was the Platinum Games joint that they're doing.
Oh, what was that?
But it was a trailer.
It,
No
it was a
gameplay.
trailer, and there wasn't a lot to glean from it. I think if you were to go through with like a fine-tooth comb and look at it, I think it has like kind of.
Oh my god.
Poop on my butt.
It has like
Poop on my butt.
it has like hints of what is. I think it's gonna be a Dark Souls like.
What is it called?
So we have phones. Fact checking.
That was not.
Fact
That was
checking.
not a trick question.
Will ruin this podcast.
I just want to know what it's called.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
I just know that Platinum Games is working with Square Enix.
That's a.
I hope Square Enix gives them more time than other developers have.
Platinum's working with FromSoft too. That's pretty hype. Metal Wolf Chaos.
Oh yeah, that's
Revenge.
How about that? That's a thing.
That's that's Devolver Digital.
Yeah.
That is Devolver.
Devolver and From.
Speaking
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Devolver,
Yeah.
I think they won E3.
Again.
Yeah. Just that one game alone, and just their stage presence.
Which one game?
What was it like?
Metal Wolf Chaos.
No.
I think
My
Devolver
name
is definitely
is-
the most fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dancey guy
The-
with the shoot guns.
The banana, the guy who looks like Deadpool,
Yeah.
but yellow.
Yes.
Oh, that looks okay.
Can we talk about how much dancing there was at E3 and like music?
Hey, dude,
and
they
shit?
showed no trailer for Just Dance, but they didn't have to because they're all the same. They just
They did.
danced.
No, they did. They didn't show a trailer.
There was no trailer.
What's the trailer, Charles?
Oh, you're right.
They just
No,
like
you're right.
danced into the stadium, and then that was it.
That's not a trailer.
There's
They're
it
here.
exists.
It might
exists.
as well.
Those games
Yeah, it's
sell
the
games.
best they got. For
Those
a trailer
games
for
sell
that.
gangbusters, dude. They don't have to do a trailer. People are gonna buy them.
I'm glad it wasn't asinine this time around.
Hey, people, stop buying Just Dance.
No, just dance.
If you want to buy them, it's fine.
Just go to a club.
Kids come into my store all the
It'll
time
be
looking
okay.
for Just Dance.
I would rather people buy.
Just dance.
I would
People
rather
buy Just Dance all the
Fine,
time.
I guess I'm being judgmental.
Okay, here's the thing. I would
Fine,
rather people buy
buy Just Dance.
than a mini game collection video game,
So we.
or like $20 for chess on the Wii. Like I feel like Just Dance is above those.
What
at the
about
very least.
$20 for Heathcliff Racing on the Wii?
Dude, $20,000 for Heathcliff Racing on the Wii. I would
I need
mortgage my house.
I
for
need
Heathcliff
more
Racing.
alcohol if I'm gonna be playing Heathcliff Racing again.
We're not.
Good.
My dad smashed my Wii. So we're never gonna. We're never gonna play Heath Cliff Racing.
Thank God. I need to give that guy a Christmas card.
Doing this for your own good.
That was a gift.
So did you hear about how you know how you can't be thinking it's like Shadows of Sukiyaki? Even though it's like Ghosts of
Fujimori.
Can we say the name once for real?
Ghosts?
Somebody tell me what it's actually called.
What it is?
You were about to say it.
Ghosts of it's like
Shushiro, I think.
yeah, something like that. Sushiomi or something.
I actually know what it is,
Sekiro,
and I'm not gonna say it.
Sekiro, Shadows.
No,
That's a different game. That's
I'm
talking about Naughty Dog.
Yes,
It's Naughty Dog.
No,
right?
it's not Naughty Dog.
It's the other guy. It's the other Sony people.
Infamous team.
Sucker Punch.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that game looks great.
Yeah.
All the samurai games that are coming out look great.
Did you hear?
Samurai Revival, dude.
Did you hear that?
Where's Onimusha?
The guy who's playing the traditional Japanese flute. How like Redditors were like blowing up his asshole about being like
privilege, get a real Asian guy, and it's it's like he's actually one of the
No, he's
only
not.
living masters of that instrument.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like I just I've studied this. He's like I've studied this instrument for like 17 years.
Didn't he write the song?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he
That's
shouldn't be
pretty good.
white. Did you ever think of that?
Yeah. Maybe he should have
Here's
reverse Michael Jackson surgery.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot
Or
pole.
Robert Downey Jr.
here's a riddle. Here's a question.
Yeah.
What's the name of that instrument?
Japanese
a
flute.
stick of bamboo.
Suguru Shamisen.
Ah.
That's the Japanese guitar thing.
Is that not
That's-
worse than Bing Bong Tower?
That's an act. Well,
Suguru Shamisen?
That's a real thing?
Google it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the
Sure.
sick ass Japanese 2-string guitar you always hear in like
Bing
Samurai
Bong
Champloo
Tower
style
is
stuff.
what we call Lee Jong Tower.
Please
in
cut this out,
Overwatch.
No.
I have to.
Yeah.
It's just...
Well, I feel like we can't say Bing
No.
Bong Tower and not explain what that is.
Or we could just cut it out.
No, don't cut it out.
I was having a good conversation about this the other day.
Nothing
where-
gets cut out from these podcasts.
Unless it's names.
I guess this
Names
is,
like
Please don't.
Nothing
Oh
gets
my God,
cut
it takes
out.
me like 5 minutes to
give
name.
Monty more work.
No, I was having a conversation about this. How sometimes it's like I'm not gonna say sometimes it's okay to be racist, but no, it's like but like
we're still cutting.
when
Monty's
it's- when
not
it's like-
actually racist, guys.
Oh
When
yeah,
it's
this would be a good
the
time. I am also not actually racist.
None of
Lucas.
us here are actually racist.
That's right.
Excellent.
Actually, someone here.
We just play him on a podcast.
Okay.
So
Did anybody see that stage play?
Stop. Monty was doing a thing.
Yeah, he'll get there. Avenue
No, no,
2.
he won't. No, he
Yeah,
won't.
etiquette. We gotta
Dude,
start
cut,
this now.
cut this out.
Monty, what were you saying?
no,
What were you saying about when it's okay to be racist?
please, you're sending me up the river. You're selling me out.
Yes,
No,
Monty, you're very racist. Tell us about it.
No, one of my friends I was talking with, they were mentioning how that will break, and that essentially there's a lot of times where like even in our own language we just go like, oh, it's a hullabaloo, because we don't know how to actually pronounce some of our own words, and so it's perfectly okay to like make the same joke when it comes to other languages because we don't immediately recognize what the entire word
So you're
is.
not cutting out Bing Bong Tower.
If you're being derogatory with it, like
I'm not.
Yeah.
come
no.
back to Bing Bong Tower.
What?
Like, oh no.
Well,
That's
yeah, I get what you're saying. It's the difference between like laughing at somebody mispronouncing something like a word.
Yeah.
I guess the difference between laughing with them and at them.
like the only reason we started saying that is because we didn't know actually how to talk in Chinese
Yeah, I
whenever
don't
May
know.
would throw her ult. So we would just be like, Poochie Pow, because that's all we heard. But
I think it's important if someone corrects you, you try to make the effort to,
fix it.
yeah, at least like
Yeah.
You should at least, at the bare minimum, try.
At least try.
yeah.
But back to E3. I think the Sony conference was easily the strongest.
Are we gonna do who won E3?
No, I'm just saying. We're talking. You asked, so
But I think we're asking, like,
I'm
what are we excited for?
Cyberpunk.
And I-
Cyberpunk.
Shh, that's mine. That's mine.
Which are in
I have
the
two.
future.
Smash.
Sekiro and Cyberpunk. Smash actually. As well.
I think everybody's excited for Smash, though, Rob. So, like, what else are you excited for?
I'm excited. Peaches in Smash.
Fuck y'all.
Soul
Yes.
Calibur 6.
game we can't pronounce.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Ghost of
everyone is excited for Smash. So
Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks good.
Spider-Man looks really good.
Oh, Spider-Man does look good. I'm neutral on Smash. I don't have a Switch, and
Buy one.
no,
Buy my game.
no.
Have friends.
Well, I got a Switch.
Uh,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna play it on your Switch, but
Yes.
like,
absolutely. Yeah,
it's I don't know. It's
I actually bought a GameCube controller because I knew.
I feel like I kind of feel like Smash has peaked. Like what?
I think this is going to be the peak because it's a combination of all
Smash.
I don't.
Melee.
Sakurai is done. He's not making anymore.
He says that after every.
No, but like this one being like a give them everything they want. I'm out.
Yeah.
Like he's done.
You see that meme where it's like him saying like never ask for anything again.
Yes.
It has him on the cover of Smash.
That's pretty good.
At least, dude, the Tekken community has a big joke about that, where it's the Tekken producer, his name's Harada, and people always be like, put this character in the game, yada yada, and Harada he doesn't speak much English, if at any, and he literally goes to every game convention with a shirt that just says, "Don't ask me for shit." And like he just like walks around, and people are
awesome.
like, "Put Lei in the game," and he's just like, and he points at his shirt. Like, I don't speak enough English, but I don't want to talk to you.
You know, I do like that they're addressing some balance issues like blocking and like spamming dodge and stuff.
Yeah,
the
that's
iframes are going down. That's nice.
Is this enough of is this actually what people want from a Smash though?
Like, the Melee community is not going to play this game.
I feel like
I think we can leave the Melee community out.
But that's it. That's what you're asking, right? The Brawl community was going to
Okay.
Everybody
They're gonna,
else outside of like Melee.
the Melee community is going to carry around their CRT TVs and their GameCubes for all eternity.
I was
right?
going to say that until the end of time.
I'm just wondering, like, you know, they added every character, add new characters, and they did Ridley and such.
There'll be more.
I'm just wondering, like, I'm just asking if y'all think if this is enough.
Absolutely. I like 4 a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they're also the nice thing also is there are some other things. They're balancing some characters. They're fixing Bayonetta, who apparently I don't have the character, but apparently she can do 0 to 100%.
She's
kill
too
like
strong,
this.
apparently.
She's very annoying to fight against.
She's banned in Smash.
Yeah,
4.
she's Meta Knight, like how Meta Knight was banned in Brawl. She's Meta Knight.
I hope they do some changes to Cloud because I've also heard that Cloud is dominant in doubles.
Cloud is really freaking strong.
Yeah.
But they're making, which I actually like for tournament's sake for the viewer, is they're making a Battlefield and Final Destination version of every stage.
Oh,
So you don't have to watch just.
Oh, you mean
that's not all.
you mean the stages in Smash 4?
Yeah,
how they
Omega.
were all variants of Battlefield and Final Destination.
They've already done that.
They did it
Was
with
it?
Final Destination, not with Battlefield.
No,
But it is-
if
or
it was
the
all,
other way around.
it is the vast majority of stages in Smash.
Oh, you
4,
mean they're very similar to Battlefield in general?
It is like half of those stages are big platforms, some variation of 3 to
1
5
or 2 to 5,
platforms above
sure.
them in a symmetrical.
Well,
thing.
this one, like, they're making the tournament standard of. Tournament standard is Battlefield formation and flat ground.
No, that's great. Give every stage an Omega mode, which is just that stage skin Final Destination, and like an Alpha mode, which is that stage skin Battlefield with the platforms. Because the stage variety in 4, with the exception of like a couple standouts, like super disappointing.
So there's also going to be a option to turn off stage hazard.
I was going to ask about stage hazard.
Because that's like the stage hazards in Brawl were really fun sometimes. Like when you wanted them, they were awesome.
DK Tower.
Dude, I'm going to say, like, be a man.
Pokemon one.
You'll impress me if you play on Big Blue. Like,
Yeah.
play Pokefloat.
Pokey floats.
Oh, please bring back Pokefloat.
Oh, it's in the game, dude. It's every stage.
4 had a variant of Pokefloats, but it was a Star Fox flavored.
No,
Pokefloat.
I want the one that aggressively dumps everyone into the ether every like 20 seconds.
It does that. The Star Fox one is
Okay.
actually the worst about that because the ships just
terrible.
leave.
I hate that stage.
It's
Like,
awful.
Corneria is my Final Destination.
I love that stage.
Corneria's great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just you know, like the Pikmin stage from back in the day, like with the water flowing. Just get
And
good.
the little leaf.
Yeah.
Just get good, dude. Don't die to the floating water.
Well,
if you get hit
I
into
honestly-
it, like you died.
I honestly think this is going to be a good Smash because it's going to have like everything for the serious player because you get the Final Destination and stuff, and it's going to have everything for a casual player.
I don't think any of us play that and care if we win. right?
The thing is,
Like, we don't play that competitively.
I like to play with like no items on like a flat stage sometimes.
Sure, but like
I
I'm
do
not
both, yeah.
when I lose at that, I don't go like I don't get like mad.
Yeah,
It's a great party game. And it's
Absolutely.
a great one-on-one fun game for funsies.
going back to Sakurai, whether or not he would do this again,
No, he's
he mentioned that essentially this Smash is going to be like the epitome of like what he wants to make, but he's going to make other Smashes with like I don't want to say less content, but he's going to be like, do you want big party mode Smash? That's going to be this one.
Oh, okay.
Like he's like, I'm going to continue to make stuff. It might be Smash.
it'll be like a reboot or something.
Yeah, it might be like Smash
So-
64, but in HD.
Why don't they just make like a Smash with like Sony PlayStation characters?
I think that
why
kills
is
that.
Why is the Master Chief in Smash?
That's a good question.
He might very well maybe.
but
Why
Why
isn't
so-
why isn't Hank Hill?
What
in
I want to
Smash?
know is what did they do to get Snake back?
They asked
Cash.
Konami.
They said, hey Konami, we will send all of our employees for a weekend vacation getaway to one of your
Pachinko
pachinko
mines.
casinos, and all our employees will just play pachinko for a weekend, and we
Oh.
can put Snake in the game.
Honestly,
Okay,
what I
sure.
bet it. What I bet it was
I know what you're saying.
is Konami has gotten so much negative press. Like
That's not it.
they have been dunked on,
They don't
rightfully
give a
so.
shit. They don't give a
Rightfully
shit.
so.
I was
Well,
gonna say,
if they didn't give a shit, they wouldn't put Snake in Smash. They'd be like, "No,
But
let's
it's
die."
free, it's free publicity
Yeah, they would.
For what
I
game?
think
for the
Metal Gear
for
Survive.
their
The game he's not in
the most profitable franchise that they own.
for the Pachinko mines.
No,
For the pachinko mines.
I think that Nintendo probably made a deal where like, oh, we're gonna put Metal Gear Solid 2 on the Switch or something like that.
Maybe
We'll see that in the future.
Dude,
That'd be
that'd
great. I would love that
be
actually.
hype.
Or Twin Snakes
I would love to
on the
play
Switch?
Metal Gear 2
No.
again. I haven't played that in
I would play an updated version of 2.
Is Metal Gear 2 a better
Well,
game
just
than
gonna
Metal Gear
port
3?
it.
I think I don't.
Vanilla, yes.
Subsistence.
Like
Subsistence,
subsistence versus substance. Metal Gear Solid 3 takes it.
Sure,
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, there you go.
I would
Controversial,
say so.
controversial. Quick take.
Yeah.
So we're talking about favorite games from E3.
Yes.
And for me personally, we said Cyberpunk, which I'm excited for. But I'm also excited for the new Super Mario Party coming out.
I'm excited too.
Didn't see anything about it. No opinion.
They are literally going back to
Basics.
old basic Mario Party.
Back to
Okay.
basics.
We're getting boards from old Mario parties and mini games from old
So
Mario
I
parties
can like
and a
wait
bunch
till
of
the
new
end and
stuff.
just steal a bunch of stars.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awful.
No, they did great.
They
That's what you want.
In the Treehouse Live, somebody did that, and they were like,
That's
what
what
you
you do.
why
Mario
even-
Party's not
It's
fun.
it's like NASCAR where you just like hang out in like 50th place for like 90% of the race and you just go and just pass everybody's.
That's Mario Kart.
That too.
Dude, here's a blue shell.
I can
Mario
understand.
Party rewards the glue eating dude.
Yeah, but like what Mario Party evolved to was a car base. Like,
Everybody
the
teams
problem
up.
the problem with Mario Party today is that when you hit the movement block, everybody moves. So it's just whoever's turn
Now-
it is when you pass the start thing, right?
Now it's like also something they're implementing is you can play standard mode or you can play new mode, and it's like
I'm not,
new mode.
you know-
Each character has their own kind of unique die.
I obviously don't think Mario Party now is a good game. I didn't think it was a good game back in the day either.
I was never
Oh,
like
dude,
into
I
it.
played the shit out of Mario Party.
I'm not gonna say like I never had fun playing Mario Party, right?
I never had a 64.
who would say that?
you can't
I
take
neither-
Mario
neither did I
Party
either.
seriously. You have to like really not care.
If you
It's-
go
you
into
know
a
what?
game of Mario,
Mario
Party
Party-
trying to win,
yeah.
you've made a mistake.
Absolutely.
I have-
Mario,
lost.
Mario
You've
Party
already
is
lost.
very social. It's kind of like playing a game of Munchkin. You know, Munchkin is the worst game.
Munchkin's the
ever.
worst board game. I hate it.
I hate Munchkin, but it's a social kind of game.
Yeah,
You can play with
know?
10 people.
Like Cards Against Humanity. It's very similar to Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Um,
probably what Mario Party is.
I didn't have a 64, so your boy played Crash Bash
Crash
for the
Bash was
PlayStation
dope,
2.
dude.
It was absolutely dope.
Dude,
Crash,
CTR?
Crash Team Racing?
Please bring back CTR, dude.
Uh,
CTR was so much fun. I remember playing that.
That game's it was just Mario Kart.
Yeah, I was a PlayStation boy.
I had a Dreamcast, and the Mario Party on the Dreamcast was called Sonic Shuffle.
All right, but I'm going to stop you there.
Don't stop him there. I want to talk about Sonic Shuffle.
I don't want to talk about
I
Sonic
do not
Shuffle.
want to talk about Sonic Shuffle.
Sonic
But
Shuffle
here-
gave me a headache
here's
every
something-
time I played it.
Yeah.
Bringing it back to E3.
Wait, you didn't play Power Stone?
Oh, yeah,
Stop.
absolutely.
No, we're not going down this route.
derailing. Save that topic.
As
We're
a
going
mistake.
to touch it back
Save
later.
it for never.
Going back to E3, Last of Us Part 2 looks good, but boy, am I going to be not surprised when it's like, oh, that entire gameplay footage was not actually gameplay.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
All right, so like when she's underneath the car and a dude is like, a dude walks up or a girl walks up to the car and like bends down and she shoots him in the face. It looks really cool. She cocks the gun like way before the person even like bends down. So like that's obviously a scripted segment. Like look at the animations.
Oh, I get what you're
Same
saying.
thing with
a lot
where
of the
she stabs
animations
the
look-
person in the neck and then like dodges arrows.
Yeah,
and
it looked canned.
it very canned.
But
yeah.
was there not a this is running an engine gameplay thing before?
Sure, but I mean, it still could be scripted. Like,
If
it
that's
could
the
be
case,
gameplay.
if that's the case,
Naughty
you're going to be
Dog-
seeing these stupid
yeah.
animations a billion times. It's gonna be lame.
Also because one thing I noticed during that trailer or gameplay or whatever, which I thought was weird, is when she killed NPCs, the other NPCs would call out that NPC's name or
Like,
something.
yeah, like Sean.
Like Brian.
Today's on.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm interested to see
If they do that.
if that's going to be in game. Like, are they? Are the NPCs going to have names for each other? Are they going to be calling each other?
That would be a nice touch.
Naughty Dog has more money on this project than sense. Like in that trailer, there were about a half dozen things that I saw.
Look at it.
that
Listen, fuck 11 of those things. Go watch. Go
half
watch.
a dozen is 6 things. Look at this.
Fuck 11 of those things.
Okay.
Go watch fucking Ellie and what's her face kissing.
Okay.
That was the best kiss
No-
I've ever seen.
Polygons mashing against each other have never looked that good.
Yeah, look at
ever.
Do I
Ever.
need to get Zeitgeist on y'all?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Oh boy.
Tell
Well,
me,
let me
tell me
interject
what has,
real quick.
what has a better
She had
CG
the,
kiss.
her bracelet had the Jewish hand of God and the spirit eye, right?
Oh, we're doing this.
Yeah, well, we're going there. Alex Jones, turn the frickin' frog scare, right?
Let's do it.
She had the...
Get your quad together. You
Well,
okay?
she had the nose, dude. I'm just gonna say it.
We can cut this out.
Cut that part
Let's
out.
cut that
So
part
back to what I was
out.
saying about Last of Us.
Don't censor me.
Robert,
Don't
the
censor
next
me.
time Monty says that you're not actually a racist, I'm just gonna let it roll.
Just let it rock.
You cannot come up here and pretend to fucking
It's
the
not-
Jews in my video game.
I'm not trying to say like you can't have Jews in video
No, I
games,
know,
but, like,
I know you're
portrayal
doing
Jews.
a bit, but I'm not
doing a bit either.
I'm not gonna try to defend anyone. Somebody's like, "Hey, I heard your friend Robert on that podcast talking about the Jews." You're like, "Yeah, you
You
did."
sure did. That is a
You know what?
statement of fact.
I'm complaining about how they portrayed that part of
They
it.
barely
And then there was-
portrayed it at all.
Because it was
Here's-
super subtle. Like,
That's
there.
But
No,
what?
no, no,
What
here's
is
one-
sub- like,
it's
what's
a-
the
you know,
problem?
Time out.
It's the subtext of it. I don't like the subtext.
This is a
We're
timeout.
peeking the
Okay.
microphones.
Okay, so
Can I get back to my topic?
Hold on, let me
No, we're talking about Jews now.
We'll talk about the Jews. Let me
Adam
let
Sandler.
me put this out there. I did not notice that.
I didn't either.
I didn't notice that was a thing.
Because you're blue pilled.
Right, obviously.
That's a bit. That part is
Yes.
a bit, okay?
Wait, so is it?
No, hold on.
is it
Let me
because
finish,
it's-
Bob. Let me finish.
Okay.
For the love of God. Okay.
Sure.
So that was a thing in the trailer, and it happened, and I didn't notice it. And what you're saying is like the alternative is to have it be prominently featured. Like here's a zoom in on her necklace right in the middle of her chest with Star of David.
Ding!
Like put the sparkle on it. Then we would have a conversation about pandering.
Yeah,
And appealing to
I'm
like,
sure it'll come up in
not
the like
represented
40 hours of
minorities in
gameplay at some point. Well, all I was going to say is
I bet
I'm
she's
not.
gonna die immediately.
I didn't play the first game. I'm not interested in this game for the story. But
you
by
made a
God,
mistake.
there were about 6 or so things that I saw in that trailer or gameplay or whatever it was that if they actually put in the game, I've never seen in a game. And they're,
Yeah.
they're things that developers can't afford to do because they're so minute that they won't try to put the money in it.
Yeah.
Like running, like she runs by like a pack of arrows on the floor and like grabs like 2 or 3 arrows,
Yeah.
and grabs them in one thing and puts them in her quiver, and you can count the ones you can follow them from the floor to her quiver as like 3 arrows or whatever it is.
Right.
And then she like draws one, and then she like is running and like grabs a brick while running and chunks it at a dude and hits him.
Sounds good.
Like going between the magazine racks, like that game.
It looked unreal.
That game had dollar bills just flying out of the
Here's
screen.
the thing. So did Watch Dogs.
That's true.
You're not even wrong.
But that's Ubisoft. This is not.
I know,
Hold on.
but I'm just saying E3 trailers. E3
Dude,
trailers.
I'm with Monty. Like, they look so
gameplay
scripted.
trailers.
They look so
Let's all rewind a few years back to when they
Kill
premiered
someone.
No Man's Sky.
Oh.
If we want to talk
Let's
about
not.
Let's talk
Talk about No Man's Sky.
I
have a coworker.
No, stop. I don't want to talk about No Man's Sky. I just want to bring up the point that E3 trailers don't count for shit.
Well, now I want to know what your coworker said about
Well, he loves No Man's Sky. He says it's like a best game.
Apparently, they added a whole other game.
It
multiplayer.
is like
Sure.
Witcher.
I guess we don't
Yes.
have to talk about it.
Wow. Apparently, it's a good game now. I had
If you like it, you're an idiot. Like,
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If
you like anything,
want to
you're
be
an
like you.
Don't like things. It makes you look like an idiot.
I'm gonna get another beer. Let's move on.
All right.
Oh, man.
So-
Who's got a topic?
So Lucas got a topic. I got a topic.
Fallout 4 is being ruined.
You
What
got
do you
a
mean
topic.
is being ruined?
Yeah.
Is that your topic?
Whatever.
Are they patching it? The game's like 3 years old. How are they ruining it?
Buy
now?
my game.
It didn't. Was it ruined when it launched?
I'm sure Monty has a topic.
I don't. Mine was E3.
Oh,
All right, Bob, you go. What's your topic?
Mine was kind of a conversational topic. 'Cause, like,
Hopefully.
oh yeah. Because I'm not going to talk like for a minute on this because I was hoping you guys
Bob just slides a podium out from under the table and just.
How could the Democrats do this?
Well,
Go for it, man.
I just want to talk about, since we're a video game podcast.
Oh yeah.
Video game and poop.
Yeah.
And the Jews. Oh, sorry.
What about pre-ordering like video games? Like,
Oh, upgrade your pre-order.
Yeah.
Because one day it may.
so is that appropriate or not? Like, should people still be pre-ordering games?
There's no reason to.
'Cause,
Literally
like,
no reason.
So here's the thing. The other day, I said that. That's my thought. I said, like, I really don't think you should pre-order games until you exactly know what the game is and what it is coming out. But this guy at my work, he's like, yeah, but what's wrong with just pre-ordering? I mean, if you got...
What's wrong with sucking the corporate dick, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's no reason to pre-order. There's also no reason not to. Like you just buying you're just paying for $10 of the game ahead of time.
I want to pay max price for a game. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well. So I have some topics about this. Like, number one, like a pre-order intentionally was to gauge. It's like to gauge the public interest in your game. So you release pre-orders for the game. There's pre-orders for Fallout 76 before they just showed a title and it was just like pre-order the game. And it's like, what is it?
Oh, also,
So-
quick
Go
anecdote.
ahead.
Pre-orders help stores decide how many copies of that game they need to ship, how many they need to order, that kind of thing.
And there are pre-order bonuses of a game like Fallout 76. You can play the beta if you pre-ordered it.
Sure. So real quick. So the problem now is that a pre-order, if it's only for like a code, like pre-orders don't really mean anything because like you don't pre-order the game by buying it. You don't like literally buy it. You don't like pay it out in full.
You can.
You can, sure, but that's not that's not the regular practice. Usually you put like $1 to $5 down,
Right.
and then you come back later and buy it for the remaining balance. But like, what that does, incentivizing pre-orders with pre-order bonuses, is getting people to put money down on a game or outright buy a game early before people can see reviews of a game.
Yeah.
Right.
And now, if that's your prerogative to do that, that's your money, right? But when you get games like
No Man's Sky.
yeah, or
Watch Dogs.
insert big AAA bomb
Red Dead Redemption.
that released broken. Assassin's Creed Unity.
For New Vegas on launch. On launch.
Fallout anything on
Yeah,
launch.
shoot.
That's
Vegas is not on launch.
Bethesda game
It's a buggy
on
mess.
launch.
Yeah.
So like
Fallout Vegas
those
is a buggy mess today. So
Yeah.
like,
those
Not wrong. I
like
played it.
I am strong now unless it's a game where you
It's not a mess. I
the
like
company
that.
has a rock solid history. It's like pre-ordering Smash. It's like that game's gonna be fine.
Sure.
Pre-ordering Super Mario.
but why pre-order?
Party?
Exactly.
Just buy it.
Unless it comes with a thing. But
Well,
like, the thing is,
like
it's like
saying yes. I would love to pay full price for this game.
sure. Well, like I've gone into Walmart's at like 1 a.m. the day a game comes out and walked over to the shelf where there was 900 games and just picked one up and bought it without pre-ordering it. So the act like pre-ordering for sake of getting a copy, which is like the quote-unquote reason you do it, is to reserve your copy.
Still bullshit.
It doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
unless it's some kind of limited edition. If it is a limited edition Zelda thing, you better pre-order that
Because
motherfucker, or you are
Steve
not
from
getting it.
Craigslist already bought 400 of them.
Exactly.
I think
Well,
that's the biggest problem. Is
Nintendo's its own thing because they create their own.
Artificial scarcity.
That's also a
Exactly.
double-edged sword because then we're shipping 6 of these fucking limited edition Zeldas. First person to come in there, I'm going to pre-order 6 because
Yeah,
they don't usually enforce a limit.
I think outside of Nintendo, companies that do that, it's like, you get limited edition like cosmetics in the game, and it's hard to judge like if the game's going to be good or not. I'm pretty sure like when EA announces Anthem, I'm betting you're going to be able to pre-order that.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be able to get some kind of limited edition
Sure.
armor or something.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
And
Dude, Dark Souls 2 had
You don't know if it's gonna be
pre-order
good or not.
bonuses. Like,
Goo.
if you play Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 is announced, there's a high chance you're going to pre-order it.
But here's the other thing. In modern days, like, video games have a bigger audience than ever. They're not really making video games for people like us 5 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If you are, I'm not trying to like
Video
shit
game
on
fans?
blue collar. Yeah.
You're right.
Well, yeah. But see, if
Video games are trash.
if you want to keep bringing in money and have like more, if they kept making video games the way they made them up until like the late 90s, the only people who played video games would be the type of people who played them before. Whereas now you have all kinds of people playing video games, and
Children
they're
with parents
Dude,
with disposable income.
dude, children, people,
The elderly.
young adults who have disposable income, people who like just want to have Just Dance or like Mario Party to play with their friends or something. So if you are the blue collar everyman and you're gonna go out and you say like, oh, this game looks cool, I'm gonna pre-order it just so I can have it and not have to worry about it. The people who are playing like the big market now, who are playing video games and who are like watching summer blockbusters and fucking like enjoying music on the buzz, like it's fucking top 40 listener kind of people, just like everyday normal people. They do not,
normies.
yeah, I'm not. No, don't use that buzzword. Please don't use that buzzword.
Please don't.
But those people do not have as much of a grasp as we do of what is a good
and
or bad game.
Yeah, sure.
They're playing it for fun.
For their frequency and their attitude towards it, I think that is the chosen demographic for advertising these games towards. Like the person that's like, 9 to 5, I have like 1 hour to play a game if I feel like it after work because I'm fucking tired. It's like I can load into Overwatch for like a game or something. Then I'll go to bed because my wife's bitching at me. Or it's like, I bought Assassin's Creed. And I can like go hack and slash some bitch for like a second.
I was gonna get.
So it's like I know I'm gonna play COD Blops 4. Like I'm gonna pre-order it.
Well, like the crazy thing about games nowadays is that people, the average customer, doesn't. That's why they front load every video game with all the cool money, because that's most people. If you go on like PlayStation, for example, I don't know about Xbox anymore, but PlayStation, like the trophies tell you the percentage of players who have each trophy.
Right.
So like, I'm speaking of Assassin's Creed, I just played Assassin's Creed Origins, and the final achievement for beating the game has like 15% of players who put that game in their PlayStation beat the game. That game is like over a year old. So like, most people, the average customer who buys / pre-orders a game, wants the cool, real quick, like amazing set piece, fun thing at the beginning, and then they don't play it again.
Right, they don't finish it.
No.
That's pretty much where I'm going with it. With that kind of person, like they aren't in it for us people who are going to play the shit out of like the game that we love and like probably platinum it or
to double back to pre-orders. I usually pre-order a game so I can slowly pay it off over time.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's another.
Like
thing.
I always put if I know it's coming out like September, I put $5 from every paycheck.
Yeah.
Like
so to redouble back to what we were saying, mass appeal is necessary because of the nature of AAA games today. Like you can't make a game like that if you're not going to sell 1 million billion copies.
You could say it's a Mass Effect.
The big asterisk next to the parentheses on this entire conversation is that all of the problems that we are talking about are virtually non-existent in the indie game scene.
No.
If you want something with like a whole bunch of complexity, with a whole bunch of depth, with like that's not fucking accessible at all, like you can find that in indie games. And also Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter just came out. Put that shit in front of John Codblops. Get him to try to play it.
Yeah, right.
So there are games out there for people who want that.
Look at what's that game called? Hell's Sacrifice.
Senua, Hellblade.
That game was made by like 2 people. That's
a little dramatic.
No, it was the team may have been 5.
Is it the one with the explores like the mental disorder?
Yeah, put that in big ass.
Yeah, like that game looks great. It didn't cost that much.
It is like
it is very limited in scale.
It's like the Gone Home of our generation.
But it is like 2 people on that team.
I think it really is like 2 people, maybe 3.
I think it really depends. Like I don't know. Pre-orders help indie developers, but like those AAA developers don't really.
They don't need the help, so why have the pre-order?
Yeah, exactly.
But why? Like
I think
why not?
In general, pre-orders are nefarious. Like just by nature, by offering something to people to.
I don't think it's nefarious at all.
I think by nature, especially by having bonuses for doing it, like for example, if you did not pre-order Mortal Kombat 10, you didn't get to play Goro until like a year or 2 later.
See, that's a shitty thing, but the being able to pre-order a game, there's nothing nefarious about that. Like having the
Bob is gone.
Having the option to put down money on a game just to be able to have a copy and not have any kind of incentive.
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like it is. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing right with it. It is an option that you have.
Sure.
It's when you get all these big businessy kind of things mixed up in there.
Augment your pre-order. If we reach a certain tier on our pre-order, we'll release the game a week early.
That's not a thing.
That was absolutely a thing. Deus Ex.
What?
Augment your pre-order.
For one game. Like, let's not make the exception the rule. It still remains like, why bother pre-ordering it? There's no reason to.
There's no reason not to.
Get this premium
and
edition.
And honestly, in some cases, like with Mortal Kombat 10, there's absolutely a reason to, because you're missing out on content.
But there shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be, but there is.
Never should have happened.
Women should make the same pay as men, but they don't.
There's also a reason not to, because if you pre-order a game, you're going to pay $60 for it, and it's not something
unless you have Amazon Prime or Best Buy rewards, you pay 20% off.
And if you walk into
if you're a corporate stooge, like you can finagle something. I don't know.
Rob, I don't think you ever buy a game when it like just comes
absolutely
out.
not.
Why would you pay more than $20 for a game?
Me and Rob had this conversation. We're not going to go anywhere with that.
I mean, Rob,
Charles was calling me crazy because I was like, "Oh, video game, $60 is too much for a video game."
Well, no,
it's too much for a video game.
Well, Rob, the way you play video games is very different from anyone I've ever known. Because you play a video game and you don't ever stop playing the video game.
It's because maybe I like it or something.
I don't think.
I guess. I mean,
oh my god!
You still play. I mean, it's not a bad thing, Rob.
We're coming to a revelation here.
It's not a bad thing, Rob. Like, I mean, it's just you play.
I know it's not a bad thing. I don't see it.
I don't know. You're like talking like it's like a bad thing, but it's like, and it's very cool. I mean, you stick with Skyrim. And you play that forever.
That does kind of go into something. It's like
you just don't try anything new.
What I was saying. I know what I like.
Absolutely.
And if a new game is coming out like Smash or something, like I want to get it. I'm not going to pay $60 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I like
That is
for
someone reaching into my pocket and taking money from me.
Especially
I don't
with,
like that.
Especially with the amount of games that get patched, like they get patched to such a degree that they are 1 to 2 points higher on a scale of 10 in quality.
they have to be the review scores have to be updated because the patch made the game.
I bought Monster Hunter World for $60.
You did.
I regret it.
Monster Hunter
regret
World
it.
is now on version 4.0. That is a completely different game from when we bought it.
I don't want to go back into it, actually.
I have to.
We should play the game.
Street Fighter
It is
5
not worth
is
$60.
a very
That's a little different.
well.
though,
So
'cause
the
fighting
difference. Well, the difference. So
It's a $60
the basically
game for
what broke down
$20
is
content.
the argument is that the difference between, like, whether or not you think a game should be a certain price, people value that differently, and it's all subjective.
Yeah.
So like, I have played Overwatch for I don't even know.
I don't think it is
Wait.
subjective. I think $60 is too much.
I think
for
that's
a new game.
absolutely subjective.
I'm gonna blow this open a little bit. None of us know enough about video game development costs to make a definitive statement about how much they should cost.
I do.
Because video games cost. Okay, all right, Rob. Video games cost
I can go into it.
$50 in
Let's
the
go into it.
90s.
Can I just...
And they still cost $50-$60
Their
now.
video games are $10 more than they were
Yeah, Charles
20
made that
years
point.
ago.
That's not a good point.
Can we look at the fact that...
That's like
What's your
it's
counterpoint.
That's
to-
how it's always been done. So why change it? So like yeah, people have always been charging shitty prices for video games. It doesn't mean it's the right price.
Well, okay, let's say hypothetically
Especially these days. Sorry to cut you off.
Is $20 for a Blu-ray too much? Do you buy like movies? Do you buy movies?
absolutely. But I could watch it for
Do you-
one day.
but do you
for-
buy movies?
No, I don't buy. I guess I
Never
pay
buy
for
movies.
Netflix. That's
Yeah.
buying movies, kind of.
Technically, yeah.
So like 50 cents for a movie. It's a
Or-
good
or
price.
like-
But like a movie that costs $130 million.
Let me be more specific. $20 is a high price for a video game. That's like max price I want to pay for a
I
video game.
don't think you're being realistic.
I don't either.
I don't think
That's
so.
my argument.
Because
Yeah.
like how it costs. I watched previously recorded about Metal Gear Solid something whatever today. They brought up that Metal Gear Solid 5 without advertising cost $80 million to make. If you're selling that at $60 a pop, in order to just get your
to
development
make
costs
$0.
back, to make $0 to break even, you have to sell like a million point something copies.
The money going into those games doesn't. Not all of it contributes to the experience that maybe me personally wants, but I have a feeling that the majority of people that are interested in whatever game we're talking about wants.
The average customer goes, ooh, shiny new... for example, the MGS5, like you're talking about, they had to develop an entire new engine for that game.
Yeah.
That costs a lot of money. When you see a video game cuts, like, credits, it's like a million... It's like a movie. It's like a million people on that list.
Yeah.
And if
Like-
what y'all are talking about is important, then video games would cost a different amount for every game, depending on how much that they cost to develop. $60 is just the set price point that everyone seems to be
a
okay
standard.
with.
It is a standard.
Yeah.
Now, some games
It's awful. I
recently
think it's awful.
recently
But
have...
movies are like that too.
Yeah.
Every
Same
fucking
movie ticket is the
Blu-ray.
same
Yeah.
every time.
I'm sure when people develop their
People still get to
games
see
or even
movies in theaters.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Absolutely.
Talk
No,
about an
I-
awful experience.
Oh.
Well, I would say people, when they're developing their video game, they probably have the idea of what it's going to be costed when they sell it at retail.
Some games in development are we're going to release this game for $40.
And so they have a budget. What that cost would be.
There's a double-edged sword with Atlas where they always sell their games for $50.
Mm-hmm.
The bad side is even if it's a handheld title, it's $50.
Ugh.
Yeah, but the upside is if it's a PS4
Yeah.
deluxe launch edition, it's $50. It shaves off the money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really like Atlas is like always $50. And then there's companies like the Killing Floor people, I freaking forget the name, Tripwire. They're $30 always. They believe their games.
Wait, Killing Floor 2 is $40 on.
Sorry, I'm thinking Killing Floor 1 when it launched. The Killing Floor 2, they bumped it to $40.
If you paid money for Killing Floor 2,
Do you still play Killing Floor 2, Robert?
I still play Killing Floor, but I got it for free.
Yeah, but you're still having fun with it.
Rob,
fun with big quotation marks.
You,
around it.
he has legitimate fun with it.
You've played a lot of Skyrim. You've
I
played
like
a
Killing
lot
Floor
of.
too.
Yeah, it's a good game.
You played a lot of Killing Floor. You played a lot of Fallout 4. What would you have paid if you've never played Skyrim ever before? What would you pay for Skyrim, like, off the bat?
Well, there's some caveats. So I've never played Skyrim. Have I heard of the Elder Scrolls? I've played Morrowind.
Sure, I mean, you're
Oblivion.
familiar with the Elder Scrolls. You're familiar with the
You're
franchise.
coming right out of
Okay.
Oblivion.
Like,
Hold
good
on.
reviews.
Let me mold this.
Okay, sure.
Video game development.
It's going to be
expert
$20.
auteur Robert
I'm just going to
Dolphy.
say $20.
Can we agree that We Happy Few is turning into the greatest?
I want to see. I want to hear what Lucas had to
It
say.
used to look like shit. Now it looks good.
It looks good.
Moving
but-
on.
Yeah.
From your years of expertise, based on the development budget of Fallout 4, how much should they have sold Fallout 4?
I bought Fallout 4 for $20.
Okay,
So
give me your budget breakdown of why Fallout 4 should cost what you think it should cost.
Well, it costs what it does because, not only the advertising,
Right,
of course,
but no, because you're the expert, tell me how much you think a new video game should cost. If 60 is
$20.
too much.
$20.
Why is 20?
Because
For Fallout 4
that's
specifically,
because
based
that's
on
an
all of
appropriate
the
amount
budget
for a
they put
video
in
game.
and the number of people who worked on it and the amount of development time, why do you think 20 is an appropriate amount?
Here's a addendum.
It's not appropriate for how they develop it. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying maybe cut down all the useless bullshit like viral marketing, a lot of the marketing shit.
Well, real quick, because we had this argument, this conversation earlier before this podcast. Robert's argument is that a game. Well, one thing you're not bringing up, I think that maybe I can shed light to, is a game like Fallout, for example, may have had way too much emphasis and money of its budget thrown into things that Robert does not care about personally, like graphics.
Okay, but
Like
those
voice acting,
features are in the game now,
Right.
and they cost money.
Yeah.
And since you
Well,
know so
don't
much about
expect
video
me-
games,
don't
how
expect
much
me
should
to
that
be
game
a-
cost?
Don't expect me to be okay with your price if you want to add a bunch of bullshit that ups the price.
Okay, but those
I'm
things,
going to say
those
it's
things-
worth $20. You're going to charge me $60. I'm going to pay
So
$20.
maybe you're just a fan of the $20 parts.
So-
not the $60 parts.
Again,
that are in there.
$20 is a lot for a game.
So basically what you're saying is that every game should be made so that it can be sold for $20.
I don't feel like...
Would you buy Pac-Man for $20?
No.
But in your opinion, games should
That'd
be
be
made
a
to
lot-
be able to
that'd
sold
be a lot
for
for a
20
game.
bucks or less.
$20.
Like if take Fallout
I don't
4,
wanna-
strip out everything that would
I don't
make
want
it
to
cost
make
more than
a...
20.
I don't want to make a blanket statement like
You
that.
are making blanket statements because you said $60 is too much for
If
a
a
video
game
game.
came,
is.
if a game launched at $20,
I'll make that blanket statement.
If they were always going to be $20 via how you're
They
describing
wouldn't
into it,
exist.
how much then would you pay?
Not as many
for,
games would come out, sure.
How much would you pay for additional content? Like if DLC dropped,
Well, okay, that's a good question because I did buy the season pass for Fallout 4, and I paid more for that than the actual game.
How much was that?
But that's because I had already spent about 700 hours in Fallout 4. I feel like it was a little worth it.
yeah.
Well, here's
I
the
probably enjoy it.
so this is a little caveat is I frequent the website
Go
real quick,
on.
Cheap Ass Gamer.
Yeah.
So I don't really pay $60 for video games either because I get them places when I get them on sale.
Yeah.
I'll wait for most games. I rarely buy a game at launch. Very rarely. Diablo 3, Street Fighter 5,
Yeah.
Day 1. Those are games I'm waiting for forever. Sure. Soul Calibur 6, I'll be there. I'm waiting that for 10 years. So Cyberpunk, I'll wait for Cyberpunk.
This goes into what I was talking about before. The $6 price tag abuses that 9 to 5 person who only has time for a couple hours of game a day if they really want to. It's just the new game coming out, all your friends are going to be playing it. If you want your designated game time to be fun, you better fucking pony up.
Hey, Destiny
And
2.
that is a man reaching into your pocket and grabbing money for you. Destiny 2,
Well, hey,
absolutely. Red Dead Redemption 2.
That is that guy's disposable income, and if he wants to spend it on No Man's Sky or Destiny 2
Or cigarettes.
or Big Macs or lottery
Or if
tickets,
he's addicted to meth, just spend all your money on meth,
spend all your money on meth.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Well,
Sure,
This is
it's still an abusive practice. I don't like
I
it.
do not condone the use of meth.
I don't think anybody actually condones the use of
That-
meth.
Surprise!
I use that as a bad example of what to spend your money on.
Well, I'm just saying I don't want anybody spinning this podcast.
So here's my problem.
Who gives a shit?
Well, like, so here's a
surprised.
little, like, so you went to the store before the podcast and you bought a 6-pack of Heineken. How much did that cost you?
Like $9.
So 2 6-packs of Heineken is worth
Oh,
$4.
it's overpriced.
All right.
See, here's
That was my only option.
Let me-
I didn't have the option.
Oh.
I didn't have the option to walk,
let
a
me-
mile
let me
down the
let
street
me,
and get a better price on beer. I didn't have the option to go to Specs and
But it's
shop around.
$7 for a 6-pack? So 3 6-packs is a
This is gonna
Fallout?
get. By the way, we're past our mark.
That's fine.
That's,
Here's my thing. Robert, what your argument sounds like to me, Robert, is
You don't like paying that much.
video games shouldn't be $60.
I don't.
They should be $20 because I only want to pay $20 for a video game. You're not actually factoring in you're saying they shouldn't spend so much money that they have to charge $60.
I am making it very
There is
personal,
a
and I'm
problem with
making
the
it
economy.
specific to me. Yes, my
Yeah.
needs.
So
Sure.
here,
And that's what I'm talking about.
Here's what
Because
you need
I'm
to
the
do.
one paying for the video
Here's
games.
what you need to do. You need to fucking dry up your pussy. You need
rude.
to go.
That's
get-
not a good argument.
No, I'm not finished.
Go-
You need to go get.
Oh
a
yeah,
decent-
continue.
you need to get a
Please
decent laptop.
continue.
You need to
I'm
go-
so interested in what your opinion
You
is
need to
now.
go start playing indie games because everything you're bitching about is fixed by indie games.
Yeah,
They are
but
not.
indie games
They are not
Steam's
mass
a-
appeal.
Steam's a hell of a drug, dude.
They are not
Yeah,
more
but
than
indie
$20 or
games suck.
$30.
Well, if
That's
you want
not
a game,
true. I know that's not true.
if you want a game
I
to
know
quote
that's not
unquote
true.
not suck, it's gonna cost you $60.
Killing Floor
That's
2 is an
also
indie
not
game.
true, Charles. You know damn
What
well.
is it when you have
Killing Floor
you
2
have
is an indie
high bar taste, but you don't have the money to afford it?
You wait until things are out of season and you buy them.
Precocious.
No, is it precocious?
It's called you save up
That's
via
kind of like a
pre-ordering.
kid being
No, well,
overly mature.
it's really just what Robert does already, and it's wait a year to buy the game.
Yeah.
Or just, if you know you're going to buy a game, play the shit out of it. That's what I do.
That's what I do too.
Or trade in your other games.
I buy very few games. Oh, money.
It's get your money's worth, man. Don't
Yeah.
buy games that you're going to play for an hour. Especially for $60, for the love of God.
Go in to
What
buy a
goes cheaper
game
than that? $60 an hour?
No, they're not.
Have your friends chip in money,
I don't
so
know how
you're
much
not
it
compelled to
costs.
sell it immediately because you can't.
Let's wrap this up. I gotta pee. Pussy.
And we're back from our second break.
Don't censor me, man.
For the third time, we're back from our second break.
I would like to get monetized at some point in my
not
life.
gonna happen.
No.
Absolutely
No,
not.
you gotta look at the sponsors.
Fuck you, buy my DVD.
I really
$60
$60 per podcast episode.
in my hand.
Buy my podcast. How much? How much did you pay?
for a podcast.
Robert, you're not taking into consideration the amount of time and effort it took to make that podcast.
They put a bunch of stuff in that podcast that I didn't even want. I didn't
You're
even
not
want to
using
listen
the
to.
correct algorithm to figure
They
out
were.
the.
I didn't want to hear the stuff they
they
talked
were
about.
drinking beer when they made that podcast. I'm not paying for that beer.
You haven't factored in the cost of electricity it costs to power the microphones and TV.
I didn't ask them.
Podcast.
I didn't ask them to record this stuff on actual equipment.
I
So
want to go buy some toilet paper and some paper towels.
We could have recorded this podcast in the dark with the monitor off, and that would have saved cost. So unacceptable.
$10.
No mind, no buy.
So,
So Lucas, what's going on, man?
And we're back.
And we're back for our stuff.
So you know what I'm hyped about with E3? Minesweeper 2, baby.
superhero movies.
I'm sorry, what?
Minesweeper 2, baby!
Is it in 3D?
Dude, it's coming out with the Despacito 2 dual pack.
Pre-order now, $60, bitch!
Does it have a? Oh my God! It's
It
Minesweeper.
comes- if you order at GameStop, it comes with a keychain. But if you pre-order at Best Buy, it comes with a digital code for a costume. And if you pre-order at Amazon,
It comes with a real mine.
it comes with a pewter paperweight that's 3.5 inches tall.
The best. Can we all agree that the
It's
best?
called the game.
The best. The best pre-order bonus of all time is the Resident Evil 5
Say it.
pre-order bonus.
Say it.
Of the Africa necklace. No one knows, look up Resident Evil 5 Africa necklace.
Molly, if you put this on YouTube, can you please just put up a JPEG of that necklace for like 5 seconds? Because
It's really good.
I've seen it.
It is a
I know
flat
it's
silver
What about
cutout.
the fucking Dead Island Riptide torso?
Oh, the boobage!
no.
The absolute boobage!
Dude, classics.
Can I have an
They're the
That
classics
might
now.
be worse.
No, the RE5 Africa necklace. Do you get
Charles,
it? It's in
Charles,
Africa.
gun-
Do you get it?
Gun to your head. You have to wear an African necklace for the rest of your life, or you have to have that decapitated boob torso on your mantle for the rest of your life.
Boob torso. That's not
Damn.
it. I'm white. It's
Damn,
not
you
fair.
so damn.
If I was black, I would Africa necklace
Dude,
all
I'm
day.
white and I picked the African necklace.
Yeah. Yeah.
I go there too.
All right, here's a good question. Top RE waifu.
Oh my god, Excella Gioni.
I was gonna say Shiva. I guess I'll stick with Shiva for now. I can't think of anything better.
Top RE waifu.
Resident Evil.
Shiva.
Oh,
Resident Evil 5. Excella Gioni is the
thinking
bad
Shiva.
guy from Resident Evil 5.
because Chris goes, Sheva!
Oh.
Sheva! Come on! Come on! Sheva! Come on!
I don't know the I don't know the waifus.
Guys,
I mean,
one thing we did not talk about fucking E3 is Resident Evil 2 looks amazing.
It looks great.
And
If I swear to God, if they fuck up Ada's face, I'm gonna be so mad.
So who's your RE waifu?
oh yeah,
Resident Evil 3, Jill.
Yes!
Okay.
Yeah, that's
my
the
video
actual.
too. Video is-
Yeah.
Okay,
There it is,
good.
dude. You blew out the freaking speaker. I would. Yeah, Jill's great.
Yeah.
Dude, Excella Gioni. Like,
I'm not
I just
familiar
wanted to
enough
stomp
with
on
all
my
the
balls.
waifus in Resident Evil enough to make it a decision.
Monty, you're gonna have to edit that out.
I would probably say Ada.
No, you can't let your kink out.
Just wrapping my face.
No,
dude.
I don't want girls to actually think I want them to step on my balls.
If we're going to talk about this, you pause that right now, because I've got a story for you.
No.
What?
Well, you shouldn't have walked away, Monty.
No,
I'm talking about deleting my little beep.
go pee. Now we have to. The suspense is gonna build.
Are we
No,
pausing?
No,
pause it.
don't
Don't
you
pause it.
fucking dare pause that.
I don't want to talk about stepping on
No,
the
we're not,
balls.
because Monty has a story apparently.
About it.
Can we go into your topic, please?
We will go into my topic after Monty tells his story.
Dude, bring it up.
Okay.
From someone who's
I'm-
known Monty more than everyone here, that story, I think I already know the story.
I want to keep that, whatever it is.
I'm pretty sure I
want
do
to keep
too.
it. I don't want to put it on podcast.
Hey, this isn't your podcast. This is my podcast.
I'm on it.
That's also true.
Jump on it.
This
My
is
balls.
Monty's podcast.
I'm
We
gonna
can make
pause
our own
this.
podcast.
Don't pause it.
Oh my god, you can hear that. It's not paused.
Don't pause
Okay, so it's us then.
Here we are.
it. He's just gonna cut
Couple
this
bros drinking some brews, baby.
out. Best Resident Evil game.
Our 4. That's a 4.
It's
gonna be a 4.
I think I like 2 the best. Whether or not it's the best game, I think for the time, I think 2 was the best Resident Evil. 4 was a different monster altogether.
Has anyone played 7 yet? I played 7.
No,
I haven't played
I have not played it. I watched someone play it.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, I have a Stars T-shirt, and a guy at a bar asked me that question. My answer was mainline Resident Evil 2, but Resident Evil 4 changed video games forever. So
Sure.
gotta go with
Really
Resident
did.
Evil 4.
Really?
You know how many RE2
Dude,
clones there were, though?
Yeah, the camera.
Well,
So, I wasn't there for the revolution that was Resident Evil 2.
2.
or 4.
Is that what we're talking about?
No, 4.
Both were
I
both
was
were,
there for 4, absolutely.
both
Yeah.
were revolutions, though. Like RE2, there were a ton of RE2 clones.
Okay, but RE4 made a genre,
Well, so did RE2.
but that genre is dead.
Well, it wasn't dead then.
Well, so is RE4's third-person shooter.
Well,
White guy.
They're still making
Commando.
over-the-shoulder shirts.
So here's
third-person
something
shooters.
that I actually very strongly believe. You guys can quote me on this now. RE2 remake is going to have fixed camera angles, third person over the shoulder, and first person gameplay. It's going to have the option to pick all 3.
Dude,
I think it's
pre-order
just actually
Crackdown,
one
$60.
Because remake did both. You could play over the shoulder or you could play fixed camera angles. Remake 1. So
that is not correct.
are you sure?
That is not correct.
I swore you could do fixed.
That is not correct.
Really?
GameCube Resident Evil 1 on GameCube.
No. Remake 1. Resident Evil 1 remake on 360 or PS4.
What are we talking about?
Remake.
Like Resident Evil 1.
Remake.
Yeah, man, I didn't play
Chris
that
and Jill.
Resident Evil.
Remake.
Yeah.
Not remaster,
I played
remake.
4.
What system?
Give me two.
PS4.
That's a port of the GameCube version.
Did they not put tank control / fixed camera angles and over the shoulder in?
No.
Are you sure?
Where are you getting this from?
I thought it was.
Where are you? What?
Okay.
No.
Well,
Charles,
I guess
you're
I'm
scaring
wrong.
me. I'm scared.
Well, regardless, I would put money that those options are in the new remake.
Poop on my butt. Poop on my butt.
I don't know if they would have all of them. I could see them cycling between them.
No, not. It would be the game starts, you pick one.
They'd have to make 3 games to do that, or at least like 2.5.
The trailer shows third-person footage and fixed camera angle footage.
But the third-person footage, either of those could be from a cutscene.
Well, we know for a fact that the game isn't fixed person.
Stop. Are you guys talking about the RE2 remake?
Yes, now we're talking about RE2
okay,
remake.
so RE2 remake has been confirmed to be third person behind the camera only. That's what they're
They did not say only. They never said that. They showed gameplay of it being that way. No one ever said out loud, this game will not have fixed camera angles. They never said that.
I'm pretty sure.
100%.
You were just 100% that
No,
Resident Evil on GameCube.
No, I am 100% sure. Because people that I listened to were at E3 and they were like, we asked and they were like, we can't talk about it. All we know is this is the version that we have right now. So
Doesn't
like
sound like confirmed.
No, it's
This requires fact-checking.
but it's not confirmed to not exist. That's the important part. The game's not out yet. Then no one ever said like, no, the game's not going to have fixed camera angles. Sorry.
When's Resident Evil 2 remake coming out?
Next year.
January 25th, 2019.
When's the FF7 remake coming out?
Never.
Dude.
It's coming out with the next console.
I wouldn't be surprised if it got canceled.
Honestly, I think they're working on it.
Of course they're working
But I
on
think
it.
it's going to come out with the next console that's coming out at the end of next year.
Is that really when the next line of consoles is coming out?
Elder Scrolls 6 has been confirmed for next
The
generation
Xbox
console.
One will be the last console we ever produce.
So if they don't say anything by next E3,
The Xbox One will ship with Kinect.
it's gonna be out by like 2020 at least.
Are there just pieces of bread?
See that? Yeah, because when
Are you
PS3
just,
came out,
done,
like
Lonnie?
PS4 came out like
Sit
2013.
your ass down and finish this
When?
goddamn podcast.
PS4, 2013.
Are we still recording?
Was it 2013?
I think so.
So it's been like
When did Destiny 1 come out?
5 years. It's been a while. At least 4 years.
Let's end this.
Okay. So there is a 50% divide in the population on whether you sit or stand when you wipe.
Oh.
Is it 50-50?
Yeah.
Why would you stand up and then wipe?
I stand.
I stand.
What?
Luke Jennings? That's a stand.
No, I want to hear where you guys are coming from. Everybody.
Dude, poop on my butt.
It's ever since childhood.
So you poop and then you stand up and then you wipe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you poop and then you wipe and then you stand up.
Now, here's a real question.
Once and everybody.
Do you grab a butt cheek and then wipe with your other hand?
Oh, you
or do
like
you just
spread?
go in?
What the fuck?
No!
Now we're going to divide the population into quarters. Do you stand up and wipe
What
front
is
to
this
back?
potty training
Or do you
bullshit?
stand up and wipe back to front? Or do you sit down?
Here's
vice
my
versa?
question: how do you wipe if you're sitting down?
Very
You put
meticulously.
the... Well, let me explain it to you.
Do you put
the
your
front-
hand in the toilet?
Pretty much.
Like...
Luke, you never asked the question either.
I mean,
no.
Are we abstaining? 1, 2,
What's
3,
in
4,
the toilet?
5.
Poop is in the toilet.
Like in the water part?
Well,
Yeah.
that's why you courtesy flush, dog.
Don't look
No.
at me like that. You're the one that stands.
No,
You stand too.
Courtesy flushing is so other people don't hear your nasty shit.
Or
smell.
Or smell your shit.
Right.
I mean, do y'all not just like poop in the shower and you mash it down the drain with your feet?
No. No. First off, no. But Charles and Lucas they have not answered yet.
They don't have to answer. They have that right.
No. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
they're going to answer.
So, it's a two-parter.
Okay.
He's number 2, I guess.
Charles
Get it?
Charles Stanton.
I will stand with no. If I'm at home,
And my axe.
if I'm at home, sit
Yeah, I feel
because I have wipes
you have
Okay.
certainty
and
of
I can
mind.
get clean for sure.
Like baby wipes?
Like little extra poopy butt wipes.
Baby wipes.
Yeah,
baby
basically.
wipes.
They are baby
Can't
wipes.
you, like, not flush those?
They're made them now. A lot of them are.
There's not like
I'm not shaming because like I've heard other people use that. Like
I want to be
HG
clean.
podcast, they
Gotta
talk
clean
about
my
that.
butt.
Yeah.
I want a bidet.
Yeah,
Get up in there,
They
dude.
would be
I
super
could go for that.
Yeah.
But if I'm in public,
Uh-huh.
it is a partial and then a stand up. Make sure my butt is clean.
Hey,
Stand
America,
up.
make bidet okay.
Yeah,
What's
I
wrong
don't-
with a bidet? To clean your
Dude,
butthole.
it's like, I don't know what America.
When people are walking around with the itchy asshole, it's because they didn't wipe their ass good enough.
20 years from now, when we're having water wars,
That
the bidet squads are going to come around and rip your bidet out of your house. So you better get used to wiping.
You have a license for that
or
bidet?
whatever.
They'll
You got to wipe.
So
Do you have
I
a
guess
bidet license?
Lucas just doesn't poop.
I just don't poop ever. Yeah.
Dude,
he's like the Royals. He's just gonna. He never poops. He's just gonna like when he dies, it's all just gonna come out. There's gonna be people walking around with like mops, like
Yeah.
Lucas died today.
I'm actually like
cleaning it up.
I'm actually like 5'2", like 110 pounds. Just like all of this is just
He's
shit.
literally full of shit.
There was this question floating around the
Poop joke.
the con that I was at. Would you rather piss soda or shit ice cubes? And a lot of people were like shit ice cubes because zero cleanup.
Also, you can just wait.
Shit water.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay, so here's my answer.
Dude,
to
I
the
shit water
question.
today. What's up?
Yeah.
Taco Bell's a hell of a
So
drug, dude.
most of the time, I wipe when I'm sitting, like in general.
Sure.
But if I'm at home and it is a dump of the magnitude that I'm going to take all of my clothes off,
Oh my
then
god.
I will stand up because I can like get my leg up on like the side
Oh
of
my
the
I
bathtub.
know exactly. Dude, sometimes
Look,
that-
for the
sometimes efforts must be made.
For the listeners who may not be aware, Lucas eats like a bear. He wakes up, eats like one humongous
Eats one
meal.
bear.
See, not anymore.
No, you don't
I'm too lazy for that.
You don't
I
make-
fell out of practice of making like a giant.
make
fucking
like
8-pound
17
scramble.
egg scramble it.
I need to get back into that.
That's so unhealthy though.
But yeah, dude, if I'm gonna stand, I need my maneuverability. I'm not gonna stand like. In
It's
a
like when
stall
you're
with my
hunched
pants around
over,
my
like
ankles.
sweating shit.
I don't
Yeah.
sweat
It's
when I
like,
shit. I'm not a monster.
You have
I'm regular. My poop comes out once a day like a glove.
Well, some of
Just
us
like-
are fiber deficient.
Just flies out of my butthole.
Okay, here's a follow-up question.
Okay.
God.
When you guys use public restrooms, do you put toilet paper over the seat?
Sometimes.
I used to a lot. Depends on the location.
No, I just wiped it. I grabbed like a whole handful and just like wiped the seat.
Yes,
And,
that's what I do.
I
just wipe it
I
off.
grab a whole handful, dip it in the water, and then wipe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I don't actually.
I
No,
like a
the-
layer between my butt and the toilet in public areas.
You're a coward.
The place where I
Yeah.
work is very good about making sure the everything's clean.
Also, it does depend on where you go. 'Cause
Yeah, I've been to some sketch bathrooms.
Gas stations.
There was a job I worked at where I was comfortable enough to just like go.
Yeah.
I actually
Get paid
got
to
kicked
poop.
out of a dance club for
pooping?
bad bathroom things.
I'm sorry, what?
This was when I was like 16.
You got kicked out of a dance club?
For pooping.
Well, the thing was, it's like the men's bathroom. There were just no doors on the stalls.
Huh.
So if you went to take a shit, everybody could just see you taking a
Oh,
shit.
cool.
And
They just
How
frown on
how
people
very
taking
how
shits.
very European.
yeah. And they were like, apparently in the women's bathrooms they had doors, and I had to take a mad shit,
Oh, so you went.
and I was very embarrassed. And
Okay.
I asked them, I was like, Kevin, like, I didn't just barge in, like I didn't take a shit. But
It's happening now!
I asked one of the ladies who worked there, like,
God forbid.
please use the bathroom in the women's bathroom because I don't want people looking at me. I don't want random strangers coming and going, ah, that guy's taking a shit.
grow up.
Yeah, now that I'm older.
And then they kicked you out.
And then they kicked me out. They blacklisted me.
Nice.
Where,
It's probably a good call.
what is the name of this place? You can cut it out if you want, but I'm just curious.
Red River. I'm never going back again.
Isn't it like a fucking?
It's a country club.
Tin
I
roof
was
dance
brought, I
hall.
was brought with like 10 people from like my group in community college. They were like, let's go to Red River, and I was like, what's that? So I'm
It's
not
a
like
horrible... Community college, you weren't 16.
no, I was probably like 19.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't be in the club anyways if you were 16.
Yeah,
You're right.
but the point is, I really didn't feel comfortable. And I had to shit in embarrassment the entire time, going, "Oh God, I really shouldn't."
Okay,
be
real quick. I'm gonna tell a quick story about.
Yeah.
We're gonna last.
Good.
You're talking about shit as well.
Oh, I just had a quick anecdote.
Go ahead.
There is a bar in Houston called Boondocks.
Oh,
And if you have never seen the bathroom, the men's bathroom for Boondocks, it is about maybe 30 square feet. There's one urinal, 2 toilets, and 0 walls. So,
What's the point of the toilet?
Can you?
I forgot the best part. All of the light bulbs in that bathroom are red.
Oh,
So
Am I done wiping or am I bleeding?
Just don't, dude. If you have to shit,
I never have to worry
I
about
think that's
So-
I think that's
so-
exactly what they're
Actually
trying to do.
does.
Is don't shit in our
So-
bathrooms.
back when I had roommates, I went to work, came back from work, and I went to the bathroom. I shared a bathroom at this place, and the toilet was closed, and there was a piece of college rule on the toilet, and it just said, "Just don't," in pen on the college rule. Now, my roommate, who I'm not going to talk about, even though it's not going to mention anything, but he ate empanadas, and that was all he ever ate. I am not joking. You can ask
I thought you were
people.
gonna say like he ate a bunch of empanadas
No.
that day. Like no,
That was it, dude. And that's it, dude. So, being the inquisitive mind I was, your boy had to know.
Charles,
I had to just. I regret nothing.
You don't have to describe.
But boy, did I make sure he cleaned that bathroom. It was a bad.
Why
time.
did he leave? Was he like, I need to go get supplies to come back?
I need to regroup. I need to regroup.
I need to take a smoke break outside.
I need a nap after that monster shit before I come back
To be
and clean
fair,
it.
though, we've all had that one where you're like, I really need to go outside or something. Please leave this place.
Yeah.
We can never come back.
Let us never speak of this again.
Okay, so the Poopcast, we're doing
Let
it.
us never speak of this again.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Thank God no one's
Hey,
gonna
there's
hear
your
this.
podcast title.
Poopcast.
No, let us never speak of this again.
No, the
It'll be
podcast,
E3
the podcast is
shit.
just don't.
E3 on my butt.